I'm headed out for the Viking meeting, and I just thought I'd show you. I'm going to just do a whole video of the whole thing. I won't. I will upload this Sunday, but I wanted to show you what we're doing as we're going. So I had to go out and buy some sleeping bags. So I found a really nice, almost unused, old down one for 50 bucks, which surplus is getting expensive. And then I found a barely used black part of the modular sleeping system for 50 bucks. And it looks like it's in pretty good shape. They had a patrol bag there that they wanted 40 bucks for, and it was in garbage shape. Those patrol bags get wore out. If you don't know the modular sleeping system, it uses a Gore-Tex bivy cover, and then you've got a choice of a green patrol bag or the black bag. And if you combine the two bags together, you're like sub-zero Arctic temperatures. This is an intermediate bag. One of these is for Jeff. So whichever one he wants, I'll keep the other one. Hopefully he wants this one because this is a part of a great system. And if you don't take your poncho liner, I don't know what I can help you. All right. Don't come and tell me you're cold or what, or you're uncomfortable sleeping on the ground. Take your poncho liner. It takes your sleeping bag down to like another 20 degrees. What happened to the... Oh. And of course you've got to have your ground mat. If you don't have your ground mat, you're in trouble. So this system, no tent. Pouring rain, snow, no tent. You don't need a tent like this because you've got the Gore-Tex bivy cover. You're up off the ground with the mat. It doesn't matter if the rain gets 2 inches up. You're going to be dry and fine and warm. And there's this whole piece of gear you don't have to bring at all. This bag will slip into that bivy cover, but it works better with the bag it's designed for. The only question we have to answer is what axe to take. I'm only staying overnight. The low is 21 tonight. Got my beef jerky, my rations. I'm not really taking a whole lot else. I've got a family event to come back out to tomorrow night, last night for you guys. But we do have to choose an axe, and I'm not sure what to take. We've got the very popular right now, all the axe guys on YouTube love the Council Tool Boys axe. This is a really nice old one. It's got the Forestry Service stamp on it, and it's head's loose. This is what happens when you hang it near the fire too much. I need to reset that head apparently, so I'm not taking that one. Oh, I've got my North Point axe, Black Forest axe. Well, there's a couple others I could look at, but I don't think there's. I've got this garbage, utter garbage Indian axe with the worst handle I've ever seen. And a 4.5 pound axe. I'm not going with the tomahawk this time around. This also is a cheap axe with a garbage handle. So I think I'm gonna have to take the Black Forest. Way overkill for an overnight trip, but. We're here at the campsite, although it looks like there might be other people here too. This is stream crossings always make me feel so exhilarated, like I've gone somewhere and I've done something just by crossing a stream. Watch this. I love it. Man, y'all remember C103? He asked me if I was going to bring any firewood. I told him no, I was going to bring an axe. And what'd you tell me?
I was wondering how long that axe would burn.
The C stands for comedian. One of my favorite tricks. I guess you could call this bushcraft maybe, I don't know. If you don't have a saw and you want to get firewood out of a big old log, make yourself 2 notches. All right, let's see if I can do this real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, then you come at an angle from either side and you bust up a piece of wood. Now I can just make another notch farther down and keep going. You want to be really kind of careful though. You can break your axe handle doing this pretty easy, especially because sometimes you can come from the side but never ever ever pry up on the axe handle, you will break it. But the first 2 cuts, you know, is a little harder. But once you've got them started, you just keep going down the log. Now I'll go down. I mean, I'll work this a little more, get a few more off of here. And I'll go down, notch it again, come back up here, work it down. It's relatively effective. You can tell this one worked right. This one I had to chop out a little bit, but I notched this, hit it from the side, and then came here and whacked it as I hit it from the end. Here to the side, whacked it. And got a nice clean piece. If it's going right, you're going to get big pieces like that. And if you're getting these little ones, you're working too hard. Of course, they still burn. But see all that? I mean, they'll start a fire, but it's not what you're wanting. What you're wanting is a notch and a nice, pretty. Of course, it's got to be straight wood too if you're doing this. Next time y'all see Jeff, you tell him this is what fat wood looks like. This came off of a pallet, actually. Pallets and crates are a good place to find it if you can't go in the woods and find any, because they don't use fat wood in construction lumber or furniture, so they'll frequently use it in pallets and stuff where there's not a big fire hazard. But watch pallets and pallets not as much as crates. You'll see it more in crates. This was a piece of dunnage. It was just a stick they put underneath loads, and I happened to walk by it and noticed it was fat wood, so I snagged it. Jeff doesn't know what fat wood is. Hey, we're working on the land nav portion here. I'm gonna let y'all see a little section of it.
Saddle here, and then come back around and then back down. But I was gonna try and attempt to plot it, and then take the compass and see what we can do. Okay. And just try it out, see if we can recognize our terrain features and stuff. So, do you have a preference?
Try points. It doesn't matter to me.
Jeff loves the camera as much as the camera loves Jeff. Alright, man, well, I had to leave early. I've got a family thing tonight. After action report is simply time well spent. If you ever have a chance to do one of these, you really need to do it. The one-day meetings are very good. They are. I'm not downing them at all, but it's very useful to take a weekend occasionally, or even half a weekend in this case for me, and go test your gear, go form relationships, forge bonds, weave cords. Scripture tells us that a threefold cord is not easily broken, and this is how you weave a threefold cord. So everything I did this weekend worked out. Of course, it's all stuff I've used in the past. That's the beauty about military surplus. You know that it's it's good to go for the most part. The quality can be spotty at times, and the prices are going up now, so it might not be a risk worth taking anymore. It may be time for me to switch over to commercial gear. I don't know, because it's getting hard to find the surplus anymore. All right, man. We appreciate you. Had a great time. Had a great time with great men. Thank you.